Okay, Jim, well, first of all, a little bit of a break from the league this weekend with the Trust Trophy match against Falkirk tomorrow night. What's your thoughts heading into the game?
Well, we're expecting a really tough challenge from Falkirk. They're flying high in their own league. They've got similar stats to ourselves in terms of the volume of goals that they've scored. They've got a very good defensive record as well, similar to ourselves. So on paper it looks like it's going to be a very close and competitive game. A lot of respect for John McGlynn as a manager. I've managed against him numerous times over the course of my career, and his teams always play a really good, attractive style of football. The Falkirk team have got plenty of boys with experience, all very comfortable and can handle the ball, and they've got players at the top end that can cause you problems if the concentration levels aren't where they need to be. So with all that said, hopefully it will lead to a very good and exciting game for the fans.
How important a competition is it for you? Because obviously the league is so important to Dundee United and getting that promotion. These competitions come along, I take it though you won't want anything less than going all the way in this competition.
Well, yeah, obviously, we're in the competition to try and win it. It's not our main objective. I think I've said, previous weeks that, the league is our bread and butter this season, and we have to make sure that we're successful in that and we achieve the objective of getting promotion back into the Premier League. We went out of the League Cup far too soon for our liking. We had a poor first couple of games and left ourselves with too much to do, and now we're in this Challenge Cup, Trust Trophy, whatever you want to call it, and we've got as far as the quarter-finals just now, and we want to go all the way and try and win it. It's that's the message to the players. We're on a great unbeaten run at the moment, and we want to make sure that we continue on with that momentum, and very much looking forward to it.
Will it be a chance for you to perhaps bring in a few of the other fringe players? I know in recent weeks you have given the youth a chance, and they've really stepped up to that. Will that be another chance for them and maybe some others?
Yeah, we will be making changes. From the team that played against Dunfermline, there will be a few changes to the starting 11 for tomorrow night. But with that said, it's not me undermining the competition or showing a lack of respect to Falkirk. I believe in the players that we're bringing into the starting 11. They've already proven up to now that they're good enough, and some of the players in the squad haven't quite played as much as what they would like. So I do think it is a good opportunity to maybe rest one or two players who are carrying little niggles, and also to freshen things up and get a bit of energy back into the team. So I'm confident in whatever team we select, given the strength and depth I have in the squad. I'm confident that those players selected will get the job done, albeit we have to make sure we're organised and we're disciplined, and we're carrying a threat at the top end of the pitch.
How pleased have you been with the young players that have come in and taken their chance? And we saw Kai Fotheringham called up to the Scotland under-21s, and then Chris Mockery getting the winner last week, taking his chance. It must be pleasing for you as a manager to see them go out and, because some of them could be quite daunted by getting the chance, but they don't seem to be so.
No, I'm delighted for all of the young players that we've been able to give opportunities to this season. None of them have left themselves down as far as I'm concerned. I do put a lot of faith in the young players, this academy. There's a big investment that's made in the academy, and I think it's only right that I do continue to keep my eye on that, and anybody who's doing well within the under-18s group tends to get an opportunity to come and train with the first team, and if they are successful there, then they'll become part of our match day squad. I think it'd be hard pushed to find a club out there, and I haven't dug into it in a great deal, but I think you would struggle to find a team in Scotland right now at the moment who's got as many academy graduates within the playing squad week after week as what we do. I could go through a list of names. Kieran Freeman's played a number of games, obviously came through the academy. Glass and Mockery, Owen Sturton, Matty Cudjoe was in the academy before breaking through, and Kai Fotheringham, as you mentioned, has worked extremely hard over the last couple of seasons to make himself a regular in the first team, and gets his recognition and rewards last week with the phone call from Scott Gemmell to include him in the 21s team, and he's thoroughly enjoying training with that group. Hopefully he makes a good impression, and fingers crossed he gets an opportunity to go and get his first cap at that level. So I'm a great believer in the fact that if the player is good enough, then the age doesn't come into it. And we've got a very good number of players with great potential, but we don't want to put too much pressure on them at the same time. They need to continue to work hard, listen and learn, and they know with the way that I want to manage that they'll get their opportunities if they work hard.
And how's your team news going into the game? How's the injury situation?
The game's too soon for Ross Docherty, unfortunately, and Archie Meekison as well. Apart from that, we're in good shape.
Do you think they'll still be back for next week?
Docherty has got more of a chance for next Saturday than what Archie does. Archie's probably going to be another 2 or 3 weeks after that. But we're going to push Doc next week and hopefully get him back involved for the Scottish Cup.
Jim, both teams in exceptional form in their leagues. 33 goals in 13 league games, no defeats. 17 games since United lost a game. 16 since Falkirk tasted defeat. Somebody's got to give tomorrow night. I guess that just adds to the excitement of this. Two really good teams. Yeah,
definitely. And Falkirk, for me, and I'm pretty sure for most football fans out there, should be playing at a higher level than the one that they find themselves in at the moment. And I'm well aware of the ambitions and the expectations of Falkirk, the supporters, the board, and of John McGlynn and his players as well. So, they've had a great season up to now. League One is actually, in quite a similar fashion to what the league that we're in with the Championship. Falkirk and Hamilton battling it out at the top of their table, and ourselves in Wraith going toe to toe in our own one. And as you said there's not a great deal in terms of the statistics of both teams. Both scored a similar amount of goals, both conceded a similar amount of goals, and yes, definitely something has to give tomorrow. But we're very proud of the unbeaten run that we're on at the moment, and we want to make sure that stays intact after tomorrow evening's game.